Everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today I'm doing the 3 in 30-minute challenge with Shabby Dabby Doodah, the alphabet challenge, and I'm going to combine G and H because I'm running a little behind. So basically G is glassine or greaseproof paper, and I have some glassine bags, so I'm going to work with those, and H is hinge. So I'm going to try some different kinds of hinges with the glassine bags and see what we come up with. So I've got a few ideas here, and let's start with the easy. I'm going to tell you at least 4 ideas, and they're all very easy. And as you can see, I'm in the thick of things. I'm wearing my vintage photo proudly. Okay, so let's zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to work with these 2 little glassine envelopes, often the ones used to collect stamps in. You can buy these on eBay in collections or groups. And I'm going to try some washi on these and see if I can make a hinge out of washi. And I know washi doesn't stick that well on its own, but when you double-side it or you use glue, apparently it sticks much better. So let's give this a try. Everything is a grand experiment sometimes, but you know what? That's where life gets exciting. Okay, so we have one side, and let's just flip it over and do the other side. I'm just going to go a little longer on this side, and grabbing the scissors, snipperoo. You'll see what I'm doing. Okay, snipperoo, and you could fold these over too. Okay, so basically I think that's going to hold pretty well. Feels pretty sturdy. And you can do it either way, but I think what makes sense to me is to have the little envelope pockets fold in, and your little envelope booklet would close this way. So there you've got your glassine envelopes and your hinges, and yes. I was going to put these. I had to remember what I was going to put in them. Okay, so I made up these 2 little journaling cards. Just quick and simple. Back them on some manila folder style paper. And the nice thing about the glassine is you have the see-through effect. And I think I'm going to put them this way so that when you close the little envelope, close it up like that, you can see the pictures through. So there is one. Very easy. Anybody can do that. Number 2, working again with glassine envelopes. And that's my dog. He just drank some water and he, likes to cough up afterwards. Please excuse him, he's 16 and he does the best he can. Okay, so these I ran through the embosser and it made a nice print of some, I don't know, it looks like maybe a fence or something with something like that, wood fence. I wonder if the light is good here. I hope it's good. Okay, so basically this, you just want to remember to keep the openings the same. So if the little short straight side is here, you want the little straight side here. Okay, put them together. And this time I was torn between these 2 pieces of fabric, and I think I'm going to go with the sari silk. It's a wider piece, so I think I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to use the same concept as I did with the washi tape. I'm going to stick it on here and maybe on both sides, but let's see the thickness and how that all goes. Let's use some old Fabri-Tac. Starting to get down to the old half bottle point where it gets a little gluey and sticky, but we can work with it. Okay, we're still in frame. Gonna run a couple beads down here and approximate the edges a little closer. Okay, that's good. Nobody breathe. Okay. Oop. Mine's a little foldy. Oop, it moved. That's okay. There, I can sort of see through the glassine, which is helpful. And there we go. Now that's just got to dry, but I think I am going to put a piece on this side as well. I could also put a piece of washi tape there. But I think I'm going to go with more sari silk. Let's see how that works. And here and here. Again, no rocket science here. These are very easy crafts anybody can do. And it doesn't have to be sari silk. It can be any thin material that you may have, maybe a piece of muslin or whatever you've got handy. Even a little piece of cheesecloth would work. As long as it's one of those densely woven ones, that would be the best. Okay, so there you have your little fabric hinge, which is, these fabric hinges are always so adorable. I love them, love them. And let me get that little guy down. There you go. Alrighty. What's that? A little extra piece. Okay, that happens sometimes. All right, so here we have it. And now all we need to do is stuff it. Okay, so on this side, this is where our little tucks are, and I pre-made these little journal cards and inked them up and put a little prompt on the back. And I used these little bows on the end so that it doesn't fall too far down into the pocket, and it's easy to retrieve for the recipient. You don't have to be digging. That's always nice. Okay. Oh, and there you go. So you have those, and they fold up together. Or actually, you could put the pictures on the outside. So, well, there. How's that? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Hey. Okay. So you have this little envelope, and it works like that. So there's your hinge, and there's your glassine. Attempt number 2. Okay, put that there. And let me just back out a little bit. I need a little more viewing space. The next concept, very quick and easy, but I decided to do this next one with sewing, which I've already pre-sewn, so I just want to explain to you what I'm doing. This is a glassine bag. I think it's 6 inches wide, so you have to, this depends on how wide your journals are. So it's 6 inches wide. If you have a 6-inch wide journal, it would work, but basically I was going to put these 2 here and sew them across, and then that would create 2 flaps, these this way, and I'll show you what that looks like completed. Looks something like this. So basically, these 2 flaps fold down on hinges of sewing, and then you've got your big bag in the back to hold a piece of artwork or a picture or something like that. So what I put in here, let me just zoom in. It's a better camera that way. Okay, so I put a little daub of glue on the backs of these leaves, and I placed them in here with tweezers so they wouldn't run around on me. And this very delicate leaf, I did the same thing, little daub of the glue in the back, so it's inside the bag. You could also put things that you can pull out and tuck, but I was just, trying for some variety here. And then in the back, I left the entire thing open and whole, and I put in one of these reprints of my watercolor, and this is a watercolor pencil, I believe, that I worked on that day. So there you can place this whole thing, glue the back, and stick it down to your journal page. Let me back out a bit. Or another thing you can do using this concept is you take that, and instead of keeping it one piece, you make 2 pieces. So what I did initially was I just took the bag, and I cut the bag, and then I just sewed each edge with a zigzag stitch down each side. And then once I had half of that, I took this on here and just sewed across the bottom to anchor the hinge. So this ended up like this, which flips open like this, and I put a little stamp on the back so you can read the note of love. And I put a little pull tab on the top so it's easy to get in and out. And then there's a big one in the back for color and drama. And I would adhere the big one to the page, or you could even clip it on, but these are so delicate, I would recommend probably adhering it to the page. And this one, oh, and I also put a little cluster in the corner for some decoration on a little piece of fabric. 3 little cutout leaves, some decoration. And this one, I actually sewed on backwards, so I had the little lip, the high part in the back, so I just folded it down. That was an accident. And I glued the flower on, so the hinge works as so, and you can see a little bee in the back. And this comes out with a little lace touch on the top, and this is a big one with a little pull tab. So there you go. Here are some fun ideas to try with glassine and hinges together. And I just thought I would share those with you. And hope you're having a great day, everybody. Take care. Pam from the Paper Outpost. Oh, by the way, I have 3 journals in my Etsy shop for sale right now, and I'm just completing the 4th journal, which I believe will be uploaded tomorrow. So please check them out, and if you're interested, they are for sale. So thanks a lot, everybody. Please like and subscribe, and have an awesome weekend. Take care.